Hello there. So Bank Holiday Monday. How delicious. So there's a thing going on with YouTube at the moment. So I upload the class and then, I do the live class and then usually we just upload and that's what most people find. But at the moment there's a glitch in YouTube that we can't upload for a few hours. So if ever you see that grow 5 isn't where it should be, then just look at live events and it'll always be in the live events. Sorry, it happens every few months. I think their server gets overwhelmed. um, so yeah, I know the feeling. So come and let's light our candle. Come. So you're coming into a squatting position or some kind of position that you feel is challenging for you. So that could be where you rest with your elbows on your knees or just one elbow on your knee or and that phrase keeps coming to me. We're not doing extraordinary movements, we're doing ordinary movements. So a bit like how do you move in your day and how do you slowly increase that range? So we're just expanding normal movement. Okay, we're not doing extraordinary movement. And it's such a relief. It's deeply awesome. So just set your intention. Before we were setting an intention for ourselves and putting somebody else in there. I'm going to stick somebody in there today. Nice. So I still do my aromatherapy in the morning. When I go to turn on my studio, I just rub my hands and do my aromatherapy, and it's really beautiful. So you can keep going with any of the little rituals that we have created over the time. They're really beautiful. So just standing in the middle of your mat. And so the next movements, they're ordinary, but because we don't do them often, they're I don't know if they're hard, but they're something. Okay, so just start by rocking your feet from side to side and deepen your breath down into your belly. So as you rock from side to side, there's a sense of meeting the outside of your legs, the outside of your feet. You really feel the sense of your ankles strengthening. Nice. And then both sides wide, and then both sides in. My feet are wider than hip distance apart. So wide and then in. But I'm listening to my knees. This is a slow and steady strengthening of my knees rather than any kind of annihilation of my knees. Nice. And then imagine that you have a thorn in your foot. So lift so that your baby toe side is on the floor, but your big toe side is off. Bring your left elbow down to your left knee and try and look at the sole. Oh no. Try and look at the sole of your foot. You hear me clearer now. So try your left elbow's on your left knee, your right foot's on the baby toe side, and you're looking at the sole of your foot. And just check it out there and then come back up. Nice. So come up onto the baby toe side of the left foot, right elbow to your knee, and just look at the sole of your foot. Nice. And then do that again. Left elbow to your knee, look at the sole of your right foot. Come back up. And then right elbow to your knee, look at the sole of your left foot. And come back up. Nice. So your head is going to travel in a circle. So bring your both elbows to your knees and bring your head as low as it can go down towards the floor. But you're not dropping your head down. It's continuation with your spine, okay? And then lean your head over towards the right and then try and make the biggest circle you had. You're not looking up towards the ceiling, it's the top of your head. So you're trying to look over a crowd kind of feeling. And then you come down on the left and then all the way down. Nice. And then up on the left, like you're trying to see over something. It's like get taller. You can even come up onto your toes, trying to get taller and then down towards the right. And again, travel towards the right as high as you can and as far as you can towards the left. And then one last time, over towards the left as far as you can. Head is really trying to lift. And then down towards the right. We're going to do the same thing with our hands now. So if that felt hard, stay at that level. So reach over towards the right with both arms as far as you can and go slowly, because even though this is an ordinary movement, keep looking forward, not up. It's extraordinary right now because we haven't done it this morning yet. So come all the way down and notice the moments where there's weight into the spine. That's that first bit as far as hip height usually, okay? So over towards the left, rising up, over, and all the way down, and then rising towards the right. And really try to reach, like, what is the maximum distance that your fingers can reach? Looking forward, and then all the way down. Super cool. Pause there for a moment in the forward bend. And coming all the way up. Nice. Keep your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, and then slowly swing your arms back behind you. And the things you have to listen to for here is the front of your hips, your spine, the fronts of your shoulders, and your neck. And maybe keep your head looking forward. So you're looking forward and you're feeling what that does into your shoulders, into your neck. Nice. And then slowly let your arms go a little bit higher. And just feel that gliding. Enjoy the feeling of the wind through your fingertips, the swing of your arms, and you're not going so deeply that you're jarring or jamming your hips. So how do you go gently enough and kindly enough into your body that you're able to stay well? It's a really big question. How do I stay well and move in new ways? Nice. Pause. So then make a Y out of your arms. Y. And then turn your chest towards the right and then towards the left. And just feel that through the torso. Right, left. If for any reason your arm doesn't like it, then just turn your chest from right to left. And see if you can draw the baby finger further around the corner. So if I'm going towards the left, the right hand tries to go further around the corner. Listen to your knees. Maybe come up onto the toe of your foot. So as I go to the left, my right toe comes up or my right heel comes up. And just feel that. Rotating. Feel the spiral through the leg, through the shoulders, through the belly. One more time each side. Nice. Lower your arms down. Shake out your arms. Cool. Last of these. Bring your feet wide. So they're not so wide that you feel they're too wide. Wide enough that you feel like that's wide for me. And so that's going to be different for each of us. And then bring your 2 elbows to your knees. And then either keep one elbow on so we'll start with just one elbow on your knee. So bring your left hand to the floor and then sweep your left hand over towards the right. And then bring both hands together, reaching really tall and up. Get really tall when you're in the middle, like you're trying to look or wave at somebody. And then all the way down towards the left, bring your elbow to your knee and sweep back through the center. Over towards the left. And then rise, reaching really far. How far can you reach with your fingers? If that felt easy, then do both hands. Or if you need to stay supported, listen to your spine. There's a moment where your arms are really heavy for your spine. And just glide from side to side, making the biggest circle that you can. Maybe if you want to, you can look up. Maybe you keep looking forward based on your neck. So this is circle dancing. Nice. Arms come down. Super cool. Come all the way forward. Nice. So standing tall, front of your mat. Reach your arms wide. Bring your palms together, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins. Lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor. Pause there for a moment. And then step your right foot back into a lunge. Step back into a plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Interlock your hands and then rise. And again, try and lift the top of your head. My eyebrows tried to help me to look further. Drop your head down, feet drop, belly lifts. And lift as far as you can to look forward. So looking forward. And then look towards your navel. Lift your hips. Looking forward. Maybe push your hands into the floor a little bit more. And lift your hips. One more time. Look forward. Pushing down through the forearms, the hands. Tucking under. And then keep going. And push back into your cat pose. Push back into your downward dog. And feel the length of you. And then just massage your feet a little bit there. So come up onto your toes and draw your heels down. How do you really hear and feel the calves extending and the feet rolling? Maybe draw a circle with your feet. And then in the other direction. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor and then lift your right foot up so that it taps the floor. And then drop your knee down. So when you do that, what are your shoulders doing? Probably nothing. So we're going to learn what to do with our shoulders when we do this. So do the shoulder shrug. So squeeze your shoulders back. Push your shoulders forward. Squeeze your shoulders back. Push your shoulders forward. So we're really using the deep of our chest, the push of our shoulders. So push your shoulders or push your hands into the floor, round your shoulders, and then lift your toe and tap the floor. And your foot probably comes to the floor easier. Bring your knee down, relax your shoulders. Nice. Push your hands, lift your foot, relax, drop your shoulders. So just feel that the shoulder shrug helps your foot come to the floor. One more time. Foot. And then bring it all the way forward. Lunge. Step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. All the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Pause there. Really deepening your breath, sinking into it, letting it harmonize with your movements. Step back into your plank. Knees to the floor, belly to the floor, elbows underneath your shoulders. Interlock your fingers, rise. Lift your belly. Push your forearms down, rise. Drop your head, lift your belly. Rise. Drop your head, lift your belly. And again. Rise. Lift your belly. Keep going. Push all the way back. From here, lift the left foot up, tap the floor, and then come back. So lay on your shoulders again. Squeeze your shoulders back. Push your shoulders forward. Squeeze your shoulders back. Push your shoulders forward. Squeeze your shoulders back. As you push your shoulders forward, let your toe touch the floor on the left. Relax your shoulders, knee comes down. So you're doing the cat pose. So you're rounding your back as your toe comes forward. You're arching your back as your knee goes back. So just feel that. Nice. One more time. And then help your foot forward. Step forward. Just pause here a moment. Knees are bent, belly's resting on your thighs. Hands are resting on the floor or your elbows are on your knees. And just feel like you can wiggle a little bit. So you're maybe straightening one leg a little bit, straightening the other. You're mobilizing into the hips, into the lower back, into the waist. Bending one knee a little bit more, stretching the other leg, and just listening. Not what's the most gung-ho can you be, but what's the smoothest movement I can make here? So bend your knees more and come from a place of ease into slight stretch rather than really strong into even stronger. Nice. Slowly rolling up. Come sit on the floor, can lie on the floor, all the way down. Land on the floor. Arms are wide. Let yourself land. Super. Begin to glide your knees from side to side and just hear your body as you do that. We spent last month Earth doing this movement. So how is it to move like this now as you lie on the floor? What awareness do you have of your body? What awareness do you have of this movement since we've been standing and mobilizing? Come back to center. Make sure your feet are underneath your knees. You can have your arms wide or your arms beside you. Roll up along your spine, pushing down into your hips or feet. Lift your hips. And then slowly travel back down. So you're listening to your neck and you're making sure that whatever movement you make with your spine, your neck feels comfortable. And just hear that. How do you move in ease and comfort for your spine? Nice. So land on the floor, and then as you're doing on the floor, come onto the baby toe side of your feet. And then, but try and keep your knees center. So it's just that so I'm not letting my knees drop out. I'm trying to keep my knees center and just lift up onto the baby toe side of my feet. So I'm lifting the big toes off the floor. And just feel that. Nice. And then come up onto your toes, lifting your heels off the floor. And then lift your toes, keep your heel on the floor. So now you're rocking forward and backwards through your feet. Do opposites. Toe of one, heel of the other. Toe of one, heel of the other. Can you make it really juicy into your legs? Nice. And then lift all your toes. Only your toes. Keep the ball of your feet on the floor. And then drop them down. Lift your toes. Drop them down. Nice. And then just try and roll through the ball of your feet. So only the ball of my feet. Sometimes my toes are touching. Well, just feel that you're rolling into the balls of your feet and then roll in the other direction. Both feet are moving. So are your knees doing opposite circles where they're mirroring each other, or are they both moving in the same direction with each other? So whichever one you were doing. So if you were doing that both knees are going wide at the same time, do them so both knees go right at the same time. It's just a different action into the spine, and then both knees go left at the same time. Super. Drop your heels to the floor, and then draw the right knee up onto your chest, squeeze it in. Stretch the left leg long. So as you squeeze your right knee deeply down towards your chest, really squeeze it more and more. Really enjoy the floor beneath you. Nice. Pointing into the left toes, draw a circle with your left leg. And then circle in the other direction. Nice. Draw both knees up onto your chest, squeeze both knees in. And then bring your right foot to the floor and squeeze the left knee up towards you. Stretch your right leg long. And just pausing there, heel is long, pulling away from you. Left thigh, you're squeezing it more and more down onto your chest. Point into your right foot and draw a circle with your right leg. So, as always, we're looking that the sensations we're creating are within the range of I'm gardening, I'm hoovering the house, I'm doing an activity that feels wholesome in my body. I'm not in any way overwhelming myself as I do this. Okay? Squeeze your knees up towards you. And then butterfly knees. So butterfly knees are where your knees widen So your toes stay together, your knees widen, your toes drop down towards the floor, your knees come together, and you're just drawing a big circle with your knees. And just hear the inner thighs as we do this. Hear the deep of your belly as we do this. And then roll in the other direction. And deepening your breath, hearing how you're breathing. Nice. Drop both feet to the floor. Walk your feet till they're mat distance apart. Bring your arms wide and drop both knees down to the right. Turn your head to the right and just soften into your face. So as you lie here right now, as you really let your face hang, soften into your jaw, your nose, your eyebrows, you really allow that left leg to fall towards the floor. Maybe just notice one thing that you're grateful for or one place of wellness in your body. Nice. Come back up to center with your head, with your knees. Drop your knees down towards the left and look towards the left with your head. Find something else that you're grateful for. Something, some part of you that feels well and comfortable right now. Sometimes it's just the fact that I can feel my body is the wellness that I feel. It's that connection, it's that sense of presence, that sense of embodiment that is wellness. For me, to feel is to be well. Kind of one of the deep statements of me. Nice. Come all the way back to center. And just pause there, hands on your belly or hands on your heart. Or you can hold the sides of your neck or bring your hands behind the back of your head or just hold yourself in some way. Belly, chest, throat, face, head. And just feel the contact. Oh, it's very nice for me now just there to bring my hands to my face and kind of cover my eyes a little bit. And when I do that, I can feel this sense of my breath changing and like this, this lovely sigh feeling and this sense of comfort in that contact. So just find a place of contact that brings you comfort right now. And you'll notice that comfort in your chest, in your belly, in the shift in your breath. There's a physiological change as we do it. So lovely. Nice. So you can stay there lying on the floor. It's a bank holiday Monday. How glorious. How wonderful. Or you can find a way that you emerge or that you arise. Thank you so much for this beautiful practice. You enjoy and grow. It's very interesting. And have a wonderful day. If the weather is as beautiful where you are as it is here, then I hope you're getting outside. I did get a picture last night from someone who was standing on their deck rolling their feet. So this is cool. This is really awesome. So great. Be well. And I shall see you tomorrow. So great. As always, it's awesome if you contribute towards, towards the work we do. Myself and Sinead work really hard to bring a service of excellence to you every morning. So here you go. If you want information, it's info@nother.com. And anything you want, even if you have any questions for me, how do I stretch my hamstrings? What do I do when I sit on the floor and my back gets sore? What happens if X, Y, Z? So just ask me and I'll see if I can answer. So great. I will see you all tomorrow. Be awesome. Be epic. Be you. Ciao for now.